Today we're upgrading the Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 with the genuine touring seat. But is it really worth the investment? We'll compare it to the stock two-piece seat, and Mrs T will join in to give her thoughts on the Pillion comfort. Plus, what do you think? Does it look better on the bike? Stay tuned and find out more. Last weekend I installed the genuine Royal Enfield backrest, and I'll admit I struggled a bit. Why? No instructions in the box. At least that's what I thought. Turns out there's a QR code on the box to easily download the instructions. Who knew? I guess that's me showing my age. Huge shout out to Plandovain from the community for pointing that out. It's great how we can help each other here. Well, we've got our boxes back. And there is our new touring seat. And we've got a nice Royal Enfield emblem, and we've got a nice emblem here and touring. The verdict will be out on this seat very soon. Is it worth you upgrading or is it not? And there they are side by side, the touring seat, the standard seat. Definitely a bigger seat for the Pillion to sit on, and definitely thicker as well. And as for the main rider, I would say it's thinner. Maybe I can touch the floor better on this. I'm really hoping. So it's quite clear to me now that the reason there's two different settings on the backrest is because when you fit the touring seat, it really should go further back, because it's very difficult to get the touring seat in with it on the forward position. However, Mrs T is very small, and if I put the backrest all the way to the back, it's going to be of no use to her whatsoever. So I'm going to leave mine forward, but that is not how I see most people fit the backrest on the touring seat. And to fit the touring seat, we have to remove this bracket which holds the rear Pillion seat on. That one has to be removed completely. And this one needs to be removed also, the hook for the rear tail seat, and replaced with this one. This bracket goes this way up underneath the rear bracket here, and this rear tail hook gets removed and replaced by this bracket. So I did receive this bracket, I just didn't receive any bracket under the seat. Here is my seat, and there should be a bracket attached here. I was going bonkers thinking, what am I missing? Luckily one of my subscribers sent me a photo of what I should expect under the seat. So I'm two bolts missing and a hook where that bolt would clip into. However, because I've got the touring seat like it is, I don't really need the clip, because the touring seat holds itself in with the backrest. I think even if I put it further back, it would hold the same. So as you can see, the backrest is fitted. I want to put the touring seat in. There's no way it's going to go in. Absolutely no way it's going to go in with the backrest on. But I can't remove the backrest, because how on earth do I fit the bolts? So that's another reason why the backrest should be one notch further backwards to get that touring seat in. So it's a bit of a shame, really. It is a bit of a shame. But like I say, it's no use to Mrs T being that far back. I need it far forward. And also I'm lazy to undo these bolts again, to be honest. I don't want to undo those and move it one clip backwards. That's 4 more bolts I have to undo. That blue wax on the bolts would be gone, and that's their locking mechanism anyway. So the only way I can really do this is removing the backrest screws. I just remove the backrest itself, but not the brackets. So I'm removing the backrest, and then I can clip the seat on. Just. The backrest is removed. I can just force the seat in if I bend it in the middle. Now it started to rain, so I have to be quick. I can squeeze it in there just with a lot of pressure. Squeeze it in and then replace the backrest. I have to stop, it's raining. So myself and Mrs T, we take the bike out with the new touring seat fitted over the weekend for a test ride, and just before the rains come we have some blue skies again. So we've just fitted some seats on the bike. We had 4 different looks for the seat on the bike. Look 1, look 2, look 3, look 4. I had people vote. Most of them seemed to vote for number 2.
For single man.
For single man, which doesn't help you, unfortunately. But then the sensible people voted for look 4, which is the touring seat with the backrest. And let's just go through look number 1, that you originally rode the bike for the first year. How did you find that?
It's very difficult for me. It's very hard and really hurt when travel with you. Even 30 minutes, it's hurt.
Yeah. Which is why you haven't travelled much with me this past year.
No, I don't like it. It just hurt.
Even though we've been travelling on motorbikes together for the last 20 years in Thailand, right?
Yeah.
Which is a shame. I never started my YouTube channel 20 years ago. That would have been fun. Seat position 1, very thin, very uncomfortable. I must admit, I have struggled with the original seat, and my original seat is 3 times thicker than your little seat on the back. So of course it's going to be uncomfortable for you. But what was surprising is when we changed to look number 3, all it did was just raise the seat angle. That's all that it did, and that kind of helped.
It's helped a little bit, but not much.
But how much percent-wise do you think it helped?
I can say maybe 50%.
50% help,
50%.
Just by changing the angle.
Yes.
And having the reassurances of backrest.
Yes.
Not that I see you using the backrest in the video. Why is that? You don't sit back far enough for it?
Yeah, too far to sit back too far.
But I've got the setting as far forward as it'll go. So
that is too far.
But could you sit back further if you wanted to?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So you got room to move there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When go long travel, then I can relax back sometime.
If you relax too much, you fall asleep, you know that. Anyway, then we changed to the touring seat, and we've travelled like that all week, and we've had a long day today on the bike. So how do you find the touring seat?
It's very good for me.
Yeah?
I feel very good. I like it.
Percentage-wise again, what kind of percentage?
I can say nearly 100%.
100% better?
99%.
Wow, okay. Okay, so for me it's not any better. It's not bad, it's okay. Maybe compared to my original seat it's better, but if people have been watching the channel for a while, they'll know that I modified my single seat with an angle grinder and cut it to pieces because I was so fed up with the seat I had to do something. It was either destroy it or buy a new aftermarket one. But after I softened it with my angle grinder, I've been really happy with it. It's been pretty good. The only reason I bought the touring seat is because I want you to travel with me in October. We plan a very long journey, right, from the very north of Thailand all the way down to the very south. So it's going to be at least 1,250 kilometers each way, so 2,500 kilometers. So we definitely needed to change the seat for you, right?
But I think this seat, I can travel with you for long trip.
Yeah.
It's no problem,
So
I think.
the old seat, 30 minutes, you need to stop for a rest.
Yes.
This seat, about 3 hours, do you think?
Yeah, I think can do it.
3 hours,
Yeah.
which is okay for me as well. If we travel for 3 hours, have a coffee shop, travel another 3 hours, a coffee shop, I think that's okay. I think it's doable, right? So yeah, I think the touring seat is good. What is shocking though, recently a subscriber sent me some videos of his touring seat because I think he bought the bike originally with the touring seat, and he sent me videos of him drilling holes and cutting it and everything else because he wasn't happy with that seat, even though we think it's okay. And what's disappointing is the seat is pure foam again. I don't see any gel. I would have expected a touring seat to have some gel in it, which is the reason I've now ordered some aftermarket seats as well to trial, from India. And these seats have got gel in them as well, and I'm hoping that they're going to be softer. And not only that, it's a touring seat, but it comes in 2 separate pieces. So it's easier for me to turn from a single seat bike into a dual seat bike.
You always like single seat, didn't you?
Yeah, it kind of looks cool being a single seat, I think. But you should be happy about that. It means no other lady can go on the back, right?
That's better.
Right, thank you, Mrs. T. I think my subscribers are going to appreciate your feedback for their partners, for their wives, because it's important when you have a motorbike that sometimes you want the lady to go with you. But then again, we have occasions where we don't want the lady to come with us
That is not sound good.
when we put the single seat on. So now we're off to Central Plaza to do a bit of shopping. That's the next stop. But I'm pleased that you like this seat, because I have felt sad that you haven't been travelling with me as often as normal. So now that's resolved. You're going to do some travelling, right, in October?
Yeah, next month.
Next month. Yeah, next month. Yeah, it's only next month. Wow. Okay, Mrs. T, one last question. There's one advantage you like about the backrest that I never thought of, and what is that?
It's just this. I just love this one because I can put the helmet on, and before it's nowhere for me to put my helmet.
Sure, okay. So yeah, that's a really good point, actually. A very good point. You've got somewhere to put your helmet, and that's one thing in Thailand, right? You can leave your helmets on the motorbike and nobody takes them. So we always leave our helmets on the motorbike, which is a bit different compared to other countries. So yeah, thumbs up for the touring seat? Is it a thumbs up?
It's very good. I love it.
You love it? Okay, good. So here I am in pursuit of comfort on this bike once again. As always, right? It's a constant theme on my videos, trying to improve the comfort on this bike. I absolutely love the bike. I love the look of the bike. I love the performance of the bike. I love the sound that it makes. The only thing I don't like is the comfort. I'm trying to fix my comfort issues one by one. The touring seat is definitely an improvement for Mrs. T. She loves it, so that's quite good. It's not an improvement for me. My seat modification I did myself was pretty good, but this is a new gel seat, an aftermarket seat from India. It's physically just arrived as I'm filming this video, so this will be next week's video. Are we going to improve the comfort even more with this seat? I do hope so. I really do hope so. I'll let you know next week. If you found this video useful, please give me a like. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to Teacher T's channel. It really does help me grow and be able to test new products for you.